Good morning, Internet. This is the old fat dad, and welcome back to the Goober Nation gun range. We are out here today. It's the middle of summer. It's probably 150 to 200 degrees outside. I'm going to be melting by the end of this video, but that's not going to stop us. Is there a spider on my hat? Maybe. I don't know. Today we're going to do the matchup that nobody asked for, but I'm still going to do, and I'm still excited to try out, and that is a BB gun versus a real gun. So let's take a look at what we got. And here they are, our two contenders. On the left here we've got the Heritage Rough Rider in the snub nose variation. I used to say this was a one-of-a-kind, but I recently found another guy on Reddit who has a similar one that he made. I'll put a link in the description down below if you want to check that out. This guy is chambered in 22 long rifle, 22 short, 22 magnum, but today we're going to be shooting the weakest bullet I could find out of it, 22 short, to make it kind of fair for our other contender, which is the Daisy PowerLine CO2 powered BB gun. And here is the cartridge it shoots. Is it a cartridge? There it is. There's a tiny little guy that it shoots, and I'm having a hard time focusing on it because it's so tiny. But it's that little bitty steel ball there on the right. And next to it is our cute little 22 short. So let's get started testing these two guys out and see which one is more powerful and just how much more powerful. Alright, let's start out with the beautiful Daisy PowerLine CO2 powered BB gun. And we got our pop cans right there. I got 4 of them in a row. Let's see how many we can shoot through with this little BB gun. This is a full powered CO2 canister. Just opened it up right there. So these guys are going to be moving as fast as possible. Let's take our shot. Here we go. 3. Oh, no! Dang it. Well, she's a spurter there. Let's see how many I went through. 3. Oh, no! Dang it. Okay, here's the carnage from our BB gun. Let's see. They actually did quite a respectable amount of damage. You can see it went in there and came out just a tiny little bump there. Also nailed this one quite a lot. Wow, I'm impressed. Let's see if this guy got hit. Nope, this one feels full, so at least one untouched. And finally, here's our last can, and I think it just kind of dimpled the back of this one. Didn't go through. Can you hear that? It's inside that guy. It's still spurting. Yeah. Well, the BB gun went through a surprising 3 cans. Let's reset, get the Heritage Rough Rider with the 22 short in it, and see what we can do with that guy. Got the Heritage Rough Rider loaded up with our 22 short. New pop cans. I'm going to have to get really close because this thing has no sights and I really am crap at shooting them. So, let me go get close to it. Let's take our shot and see how our little 22 does, the real gun. Ah! Woo! Showered again. Let's go take a look at the damage. Okay, the 22, the real gun. Got 4 left on the table, and we got 2 guys on the ground. Yeah, pretty good amount of damage. Actually, not that much different than the BB gun. Let's see, got 1, 2 all the way through. Yeah, it definitely did more damage than the BB gun. Now I'm looking at it. Let's take a look at the table. Got 3. And here's 4. 4 is still going, I think. And no, that's it. So there's 5 and 6. And they're both intact. So I don't hear a bullet. Oh, that's kind of a bummer. I was hoping we'd catch it. But it definitely went through at least one more. If I had to guess, this is the last one it went through right here. and it just caught the edge. It must have been veering off at that point and popped out the back. Still going pretty fast, but didn't get our 5 and 6. Now let's try our small game simulator, the can of dog food. Got a tough skin, meaty interior. We'll see how they do at point blank with the BB gun, and then we'll switch it over to the 22. I actually got my can set up right there. Let's get started. And we'll shoot the Daisy first. That was kind of anticlimactic. I don't even know if it went through. We'll shoot the Heritage Rough Rider next, and then we'll go check our cans out. Okay, I heard it go through that one, but I don't see a lot of damage with either one of them, so let's get a closer look. Okay, here are the two cans. This is pretty underwhelming. Let's see if I can get this thing out. Alright. Okay, so here is the BB gun there, and it went into the can, so it's definitely made a hole in, but there's nothing on the back. Maybe, actually there is a little bump right there. Let me see if I can pull that label off. Hold on. Can you see that tiny little bump right there? That's where the BB hit on the back side. So that's actually pretty powerful. Strong enough to go in the can and strong enough to leave a little dent on the back. I told you I was a bad shot with this little guy. I just nicked the top of that can for our first shot. So this is take 2 with the 22. Got a, no, it's not a fresh can. It's the old can I already shot. But I didn't do any damage the first time, so, you know, we'll shoot it again. Here we go. All right, nailed it that time. Let's take a closer look. Well, I still managed to hit the can high, it looks like. There's the exit, and there's the entrance. But as you can see, a pretty good amount of damage, definitely more than our BB gun. Alrighty, last test. I've got some thin aluminum sheets back there. Got the old Daisy. I'm going to shoot it and see how many of these really soft, thin aluminum sheets it'll go through. Maybe because it's a steel BB, it'll go through more than our lead 22. Let's find out. Okay, definitely went through one. Let's go ahead and shoot the 22, and then we'll take a look. Got the old Rough Rider loaded up, ready to go. Let's shoot some aluminum sheets. A lot more energetic response on that one. Let's take a closer look. Well, upon further review, looks like a little BB gun didn't even make it through one sheet. So little steel BBs are not more penetrating than lead 22s, even 22 shorts. Went through one sheet, and really, and we stopped on the second one. That's pretty unimpressive, but it definitely beats our BB gun. Let me see if we can find that bullet. I think I see it. Yeah, I think that's it. Okay, so here's our tiny little 22. Well, there you go. I guess the final takeaway is that real handguns are more powerful than BB guns. Who would have thought? Even the weakest of the weak, the shortest barrel of the short, the tiniest little 22 short of them all, will still pop through the small game simulator and do a good bit of damage. What's surprising to me is that the BB gun also penetrated the small game simulator which means it was more powerful than a 410 shotgun filled with birdshot at 25 yards. So I think it's definitely powerful enough to draw blood, and you know, I wouldn't classify it as a toy. That thing could be dangerous. As always, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the content, please consider liking and subscribing, and we'll see you next time.